Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Unspoiled Territory and also Vlogmas Day 21. Today, I think you can guess it, we're going to be talking about Star Wars The Force Awakens. So of course, Star Wars Force Awakens is the 7th installment in the Star Wars saga, and it has been 13 years, 12 years, since the last Star Wars movie to come out, which was of course Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So like I said in one of my earlier videos, the trailer was very vague about what this movie is about. So this movie is about 3 decades later, which I don't remember them saying in the actual movie, but I looked it up on IMDb and that's what it says. 3 decades later, after they've defeated the Sith in Return of the Jedi and all the awesome stuff that happened in that amazing movie, there's this new power rising called the First Order. And there's this new bad guy on the scene called Kylo Ren. And so it's the two new main people that are going to continue, I'm assuming, the new trilogy that this movie has started. You have Rey and Finn, which are two kind of orphans, I'm guessing. Yeah. That kind of find each other while they're trying to accomplish this mission. I don't want to give too much away there, 'cause no spoilers. Anyways, they kind of meet up with some of the old resistance to try and fight this new First Order, these bad guys. Of course, the bad guys have a plan, and so they are trying to help the resistance stop this very, very bad plan. I'm not explaining the plot very well, but this is basically the gist of it. So I have very, very, very mixed, very, very strong feelings about Force Awakens. I can't list them all in this portion, but if you have seen the movie, and you can go watch the spoiled section coming up in a minute, and I will explain why I had very, very mixed feelings a little more in depth. So I guess I can explain that for a long time after the original trilogy came out, all us fans had were the books. And I mean, these books were canon. They were kept together so cohesively. It was gorgeous. And before Force Awakens came out, Disney announced everything that you have read over the last 20 years, that you've known about your favorite characters, and the way their lives went after Return of the Jedi, throw it out. Pretend it never happened, which, thanks Disney, that's awesome. But anyway, they said we are completely throwing out the canon and starting fresh from the end point of Return of the Jedi. Yay! Okay, I can almost get behind that. But then you watch the movie and you realize, well, no. We at Disney are throwing out most of the canon, but we're going to take this and this. We're going to take this, but we're going to change it just a little bit and ruin it. So yeah. I can say that I did appreciate, like, if there are so many things in The Force Awakens that I loved. The effects, the lightsaber battles, awesome. The 2 new characters they introduced. Okay, I liked them. I'll get behind them. I'll watch more movies that there's just like the cast of. Great. But there are so many disappointing things in The Force Awakens. So much of that movie just disappointed me, and I'm not gonna lie. We had our little machete marathon of Star Wars, and by the end of it I was like, yeah, you know, I wasn't crazy excited, but I'm excited. I'm ready to see more of the Star Wars universe, you know? And to the point that when we were sitting in the theater and it went, ba, 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 Star Wars, you know, flashed on the screen and the titles, the story text started running up the screen, I got a little teary-eyed because I was like, I haven't seen this in 12 years since I sat at the midnight premiere of Revenge of the Sith. This is kind of awesome. So I would suggest going to see it. I mean, I have heard so many people go, it's the best Star Wars movie ever made. It's not. It is, I mean, I will give it this. It is so much better than the prequels. It's kind of sad. But like I said, just so much of the movie was so disappointing to me as a huge Star Wars fan, as someone who has been with this fandom basically since my parents let me watch the first 3 movies when I was like 6 or 7. So I definitely would suggest you go see it. The acting is great, the effects are great, the music is pretty good, the directing is awesome. Like I said, the new characters, fantastic. Behind them 100%. It's just the story is just not so great. Not what I've come to expect from a Star Wars movie. And definitely not what I expect from J.J. Abrams. Come on, man. Look what you did with Star Trek. Amazing. Alright, so there's my unspoiled review of Force Awakens. I definitely suggest you go see it, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. Leave comments below, and that was really loud. My phone is on top of my empty bank under some packing tape. Alright, thank you guys for watching this unspoiled review of Star Wars Force Awakens, and just hang in there a few seconds to watch my very spoiled, pretty much just rant about Star Wars Force Awakens. Alright, welcome back. So obviously, I don't want to get too heated when I talk about this. So I have already heard from so many Star Wars fans, like myself, I thought, they're like, this movie was so amazing, I loved it so much, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you guys, I don't get it. Like, so much disappointed me. I know they said they threw out the canon, but that's bull crap, okay? I mean, if you have anything to do with Han and Leia's kids and having them go evil, I'm sorry, right there, bam, you borrowed from the canon. Not only did you borrow from the canon, but then you screwed it up, because in the canon, in the books, Han and Leia have twins and another son. And then their son, whose name is not Ben, by the way, he does eventually go to the dark side, and it becomes this big whole thing with him and his twin sister, and it's awesome. And okay, Luke has a son named Ben. There's that. That's, you know. And I'm pretty sure in the movie they're just gonna make it so that Rey is Luke's daughter. I'm pretty sure that's where they're headed, and that's, I don't know, maybe they can turn it and make it cool. I'm gonna watch the next 2 movies, duh, but it's just so disappointing. There was this whole theory that the new bad guy in the movie, Kylo Ren, might be Darth Maul, because in the canon, Darth Maul didn't die in the fight that killed Qui-Gon Jinn. He didn't die, he got put back together like Anakin, and there was a fan theory going around that Kylo Ren might be Darth Maul back. And I was so freaking excited that that might be true, because Darth Maul's my favorite. But even if that wasn't the case, I was still looking forward to seeing this new bad guy and who he was, and I'm sorry he was disappointing. I don't know if it was the actor or the character they're trying to pull off, being Han Solo and Leia's son. It's just, it didn't work. It did not work. Oh, it was so bad. They could have come up with an awesome new bad guy, or just, you know, if they're gonna keep borrowing from the canon, just make it cooler. Make it Luke's son. Make it Luke's son Ben that goes bad. Or give Han and Leia their twins and play out that storyline. That was so cool. And then you have the main, like the, well, I mean, the whole finding Luke is a main plot point too, but the huge main plot point of the Star Killer, I'm pretty sure is what they called it. So, you know, Death Star 2.0. So basically we're just retelling you A New Hope and hoping you don't notice. No. There is so much in the Star Wars universe they could have done to make this big bad thing that they have to destroy or stop or whatever. Or make it a big bad thing that they don't resolve in this first movie that they have to take care of over the next 2 movies of the trilogy. It's a trilogy. You have room. You have time. But I don't even care that they killed Han off, okay? Yeah, it was sad, but, and I mean, that's another thing too, and I guess, yeah, if you're throwing out the canon, whatever. But in the canon, the big, like, turnaround would be like, oh, holy crap, this is a new generation, and it's scary. In the canon, they killed off Chewie instead of Han. So, I get fan service, I get, you know, doing things that make you go, oh, that's a nod to the original trilogy, but don't give us the same plot line with a few extra little things thrown in and expect us to be like, yeah, best writing ever. Come on, JJ, you're better than that. And then there was that moment on the bridge where Han confronts his son and he yells at him, he's like, Ben! And I'm like, nope. Nope. Not Ben. That's not your son's name. You do just get on with your dying. Because, I'm sorry, am I the only one that was like, oh, so they're gonna kill Han off, like, a half an hour before they killed him off? It's like, I was getting a little suspicious, and then Leia and Han had that, like, goodbye, like, bring your son home talk, and I'm like, oh, God, okay, so they're killing Han off. Okay. Did you have to warn me, like, half an hour before you actually kill him off, or... Anyway, I'm sorry if I offended any of you Star Wars fans that are like, yeah, best movie ever. I don't agree with you. That's my opinion. I don't know. I'm a little excited for the next one, but not terribly excited. Just because I'm pretty sure, just like Han's death, I see it a mile away. Rey is Luke's daughter. And it's going to come down to a big battle between the cousins, and why would Leia name her son Ben? That just doesn't make any sense. She didn't even know Ben Kenobi. She didn't, and Han had like, what, 5 minutes with him? No, they didn't even know Ben. They did not know Obi-Wan. It makes perfect sense that Luke would name his son Ben. Not them. I'm sorry. Tangent. Sprang to mind. So thank you guys for watching and enduring this rant. Let me know what you guys thought of Force Awakens, but if you leave any spoilers in the comments, make sure you mark it spoiler so you don't ruin it for anyone else, because jerks all over Facebook were ruining stuff, and thankfully not for me, but other people I know had stuff ruined, like big stuff ruined for them, and that kind of sucked. Thanks guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.